Hacienda Alsacia coffee tour listening exercise. During the coffee picking season, what are the working hours of the pickers?
How about doing that 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, for 4 months? From usually the workers right now, we as I mentioned, we are harvesting coffee. Actually, if you stand here, back there are people harvesting coffee in these plots. A little bit difficult to see, but can you see them?
Yeah, I can see one.
Do you see carrying the sack? Look at the sack he's carrying.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So usually the people that harvest coffee, it starts at 5 and they finish at 1 p.m. Okay? And it's 6 days a week for 4 months.
What term does the tour guide use to refer to the fruit of the coffee plant?
Usually the coffee comes in a cherry, in a fruit. We call them coffee cherries, coffee fruits, okay? Because they look like cherries. Have you ever seen them before?
Why is coffee today still picked by hand?
Coffee, well, of course, we have a canasto basket, okay? But also we have this. We have a stick, and then we have this, which is like a small sack with a rope. So coffee is harvested by hand. It's still harvested by hand because it's difficult to mechanize the process. You probably notice on the plants they have red cherries but still green cherries. The cherries, they don't ripen at the same time. With many crops, you can harvest other crops with machines because the fruits, they ripen almost at the same time.
Why does the water, which is used to separate the coffee cherries from the leaves and twigs, smell so bad?
The reason is because years and years ago, before the 90s, this water, processing plants or beneficios, sent this water without any treat to a river, causing a big contamination. So that's why nowadays this is a little bit regulated, and that's why it smells not really good.
Why is the size of the cajuelas, coffee boxes, regulated by the Costa Rican Coffee Institute?
Weight, okay? Let's say kilograms, right? Or pounds. In Costa Rica, we don't do that, okay? Why? Well, in Costa Rica, we try to focus on volume. Because harvesting volume, you pick big cherries with high quality, okay? If you are paid by weight, the coffee pickers pick also green cherries, focusing in not quality, okay? So we try to pick quality, not quantity, okay? That's why we use cajuelas or volume in Costa Rica, okay? Every cajuela has to be checked. That's why it has a barcode right there from ICAFE. Café, Instituto del Café or Costa Rica Coffee Institute. They check the cajuela, okay? Why? Well, because 50 years ago, nobody checked that. And guess what? Farmers have their own cajuelas, affecting the wages of the workers.
What are some of the reasons why coffee beans, which are also known as coffee grains, are sometimes rejected?
We're affected by fungus, okay? These seeds right here were broken by machines, okay? And then this seed right here the cherry was harvested too early. It was picked too green. If you make coffee with that, don't expect the coffee to taste any good.
How does the French press work?
Filter here, ground coffee, and then we just pour the water, right? Really, really simple. This is something really recent. This was created by a company from Japan called Ario. Okay, then we have the French press. That is a full immersion method. You put water, you put coffee, you let this up 4 minutes, and then you press it down, and you can still have coffee here. See the coffee? Yeah. It's still with the water. That's why when you use a French press, you should not keep it like this for more than 20 minutes because you're still extracting the coffee. Okay? If you keep it this more than 20 minutes, the coffee is going to be over extracted and it's going to be really, really bitter, harsh. And then we have the siphon and the chemics. They look like science experiments because they were invented by chemists. So the siphon is really sophisticated, but it's similar to a mocha or Italian press.
How does the siphon method of brewing coffee work?
So the mocha was created for people that cannot afford an espresso machine. So the siphon uses a similar way. So basically, you put the siphon right here. This is halogen lights. Okay, it's like some sort of a heat lamp. So you put water. Water goes up because of the steam pressure. So up here you put coffee. You put the coffee. You stir everything, and 90 seconds later, you just take it from the heat. Coffee and the water comes back down here. Okay, and then we have the chemics.
Listen again to check your answers.